turning these LABUBUs into the scariest nightmare fuel we can imagine. Everyone seems to be obsessed with these LABUBU blind boxes, but there is one huge problem. They're called the monsters, but they're just not scary.
So just like we did with this Mickey and our Barbie dream house, we're gonna give them a horror makeover. We're even gonna give away some of the LABUBUs that we don't use, so stick around to find out how you could win one.
Jay and I are each going to be customizing our own LABUBU, but the theme of our builds is going to be inspired by the Wheel of Chaos.
So we put a bunch of different monsters on here, we're gonna spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, our LABUBU makeover has to be inspired by that thing. Oh!
Sea monster!
Like a water LABUBU?
Yeah!
Okay.
LABUBU?
Okay, my turn. Oh!
There you go.
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Ooh. Okay, we've given ourselves a limit of 3 days to do our LABUBU makeovers, so we gotta get going. Let's unbox these and see what we're working with.
Yeah,
I want these 3.
We got the blue one, pink one.
Okay, so it's a blind box, but the case has one of each.
That's awesome.
Well, which one do you want?
I think green. Green is gonna go really good for a sea monster.
Okay, I could go with blue.
Okay.
Okay, I got an idea. Here it is. D&D, that's a beholder. That's technically a Cyclops, right?
Is it? I mean, it's got more than one eye there.
Yeah, but if you took away all the other eyes, the point is that'll be perfect. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. My LABUBU is going to be based on an anglerfish because those things are already little monsters. So I drew up a little design here and I'm going to give him a bigger mouth and those little pointy needle teeth, some face fins, and of course, the little lighted lure to help him lure in his victims. Also, I changed my LABUBU choice again. I think this lighter fur is gonna be better for like painting on and stuff. To modify the face, I'm gonna sculpt on top, which is a little nerve-wracking, but first I need to remove his eyes. It's not working. I cannot get these eyes out. There's a YouTuber named Danny Squish who makes the cutest custom horror LABUBUs, and she has no problem getting her eyes out. So I'm gonna go watch and see what she does.
Cyclopses have one eye. So I'm gonna give this LABUBU an entirely new face with like a huge eye, and it's gonna have a big gruesome toothy maw with teeth and grossness. So I'm gonna work with our modeler friend Beardless Props to sketch out some ideas. We'll model something and 3D print the face, but also I want our scary LABUBU to be an animatronic.
Okay, she heats it up first with a hairdryer, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's see how this goes. Hot, hot, almost, wait, come on out. Ha! Success! Now I just gotta get rid of this paint so I can paint him new creepy eyes. This stuff is acetone, which is basically like super strong nail polish remover, and it works great for removing paint. I'm gonna make his eyes milky white just like an anglerfish is, but I wanna give it some little depth around the edges, so I'm gonna paint some gray. There's just something really creepy about these milky white, dead looking eyes.
Do you guys remember Dancing Freddy? This started off as one of these, and we turned it into this. So I'm kind of thinking we could dissect them and see if we can figure out how to put something from here inside here. Stay wicked. Except they're so big. The hardest part of this makeover is gonna be that this is the tiniest thing ever, and we gotta do all this small little stuff. Okay, calm down, Freddy. I'm just gonna take some of these apart and kind of see what's going on inside. Walk forward. This is just way too big. I'm not even gonna bother with this one. You know, the fish, okay, hold on. This is kind of smaller. Let's see what we got in here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna fit this inside here.
So I drew on this little mouth, and now I'm gonna cut open his face. It shouldn't feel wrong. We destroy animatronics all the time, but it does for some reason, maybe because he's so cute. Oh well, time to cut. There's no going back now. This hole is gonna allow room for my LABUBU's new pointy teeth. For his teeth, I'm gonna use Sculpting because I can quickly bake and cure it, and when I sculpt a new mouth, having those pre-made teeth is gonna be so much easier. These gotta cook at 275 degrees for about 15 minutes, so in the meantime, let's check on Jay.
I need to figure out how to make this smaller to fit it inside here. Let's take this thing apart and see what's inside. Okay, so there's the motor. That's a battery. And this is a circuit board. Let's see if these things come out. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay. What if I just cut all this extra plastic off and made this whole thing smaller, and then just kind of smush these pieces up here. That'll work, right? With the extra plastic cut away, I'm gonna hot glue the battery and circuit board back to the little case, but just keep them on the outside. I just gotta be super careful I don't break any of these tiny wires. Okay, it is very small, but does it still work? Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. This has to go in this, so I'm just gonna cut this open and rip out its guts. Do I just cut it? This is Jamie's thing. I don't know how to do this, you guys. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm just gonna cut it. I cut like one thread and it just popped open. I pulled out all the stuffing and I noticed two things. The arms are posable. The other thing is that little plastic thing, it's holding the head on and it's right in the way. So I'm gonna cut the head off. No!
And there we go, tiny little teethies. On the flip side, I can't use Sculpting on his face because if I put this little guy in the oven, I'm pretty sure he'll melt. So instead, what I'm gonna use is epoxy sculpt. It's a 2-part clay, you mix it together. It's air dry, it sticks to anything you wanna sculpt on top of, and it takes detail really, really well. How this is gonna turn out, I know Jay is having his professionally 3D modeled and printed, and I am playing with clay. Look at those teethies. They are sharp and pointy. It's definitely got anglerfish vibes, right?
Jamie is hand sculpting like this perfect sea monster face for her LABUBU. I don't know how to do that, so I called in some help from Beardless. So we started by sketching out some Cyclops themed, like Beholder inspired faces for our LABUBU. And then we picked one and he sculpted this. Crazy, right? This is amazing. It's so small and detailed, so I'm gonna resin print this on our Form 4 printer. This kind of printing uses resin and it builds it up one tiny little layer at a time, and the results are way more detailed. Once the print is done, we give it a quick wash to clear off all the wet resin, and then we put it in the Form Cure, which uses UV light, like the sun, to cure it all the way. And when it's done, look at this. Look at this cute little face. Time to rip it off.
So far so good, but next I need to do these like cheek fin things, and I'm not exactly sure what to make them out of. It's gotta be something in the clay box. Sculpting, no. Thermo pellets. That could work. So these little things are thermoplastic pellets, which means it's plastic that melts in hot water. And then you can take it and shape it and form it, kind of like clay, but then it dries really fast. While I was making the teeth, I also made these little spikes to use for the fins. Then my thermoplastic gets stretched between the spikes. I love them! These are awesome. They're gonna be perfect little face fins. We have 2 LABUBUs that we didn't use, and we are giving these away. If you want one, we'll tell you what to do in just a minute. But first, I want to tell you about the sponsor making this video happen, private internet access.
Whenever you're using the internet, you're basically sending a bunch of information about what you're doing out into the open. Bad actors like hackers, but also your internet provider or even random people on your network could potentially see what you're doing online. It's sad, but hackers and scammers are everywhere online these days. Like when we tell you about this LABUBU giveaway, in the comments below, you're gonna see tons of people pretending to be us, trying to take your info. It's not us. Don't fall for it. You gotta stay safe online.
That's where a VPN comes in. It's an app that hides your IP address and encrypts your connection. We've been using private internet access, which is one of the most trusted VPNs in the world with over 30 million downloads.
You can also use it to find better deals on flights or games, and if you want to watch FNAF on Netflix, which isn't available in the US, you can do that by changing your geolocation to Canada. One subscription covers unlimited devices, so your whole house is protected.
Oh, and they don't record or store your data. They have a strict no logs policy that's even been proven in court.
Private internet access is hooking you up with 83% off. That's just over $2 a month. And you get 4 extra months totally free. It's risk-free with their 30-day money-back guarantee, so you basically have no reason not to try it.
So hit the link in the description or scan the QR code to get the deal and keep your digital life safe.
You ever have that point in a project where you're like afraid to take the next step because it's like looking really good and you're gonna ruin it? I'm not a good painter. Why can't there be like a save button in real life or an undo button?
Oh, hey.
I need your help.
What?
I'm gonna paint this.
Okay.
Can you help me pick colors and like, at least, can you get me started a little bit? But I'm gonna do it. I'm going for it.
Okay, all right. All right, I got some picked out for you. We've got some base colors, we've got some highlights, we've got shadows, we've got some blue and purples and...
That's too many. That's too many colors.
You got this.
Absolute worst case scenario, Jamie can just do it over again for me. We're gonna give this a shot. This is gonna be fine. Jamie's first bit of advice was to start with the base coat, which is gonna be tan like the original face, and then some blue to blend with the fur. Next, she showed me how to do some details around the mouth and how to start blending all the different colors together. Despite how nervous I was, with Jamie's help, this was actually coming out awesome. If you want to try your own LABUBU makeover, we're giving away 2 extra ones we have. There's a link in the description with details on how you can get one. Look at this! This is amazing! I absolutely could not have done this without Jamie's help, and I recognize that. But I thought I was going to totally ruin it, and instead, we have this awesome thing. I'm very happy.
Everything's dry, and look how cute he is! I'm so happy with how he turned out. So now, time to paint. I'm not exactly sure my plan for painting this. It needs to be fish-like, so that means blues and greens, but I also want it to be LABUBUS, so I need some flesh tones in there. And I've got a bunch of reference of like mermaid makeup, so I'm gonna combine all that together. Something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be magical, I hope.
Look at this thing.
Looks so good with teeth.
Imagine you're taking a bath and that thing just like comes up to the surface all of a sudden. These things are called cabochons. They're little pieces of rounded glass, so when we want to make eyes for our monsters, we usually grab one of these. But we still need an eyeball to put it on, so check this out. We 3D printed some eyeballs, and then I found one that fits my cabochon perfectly, and I asked Jamie to paint it. Look how cool this is. So now we're gonna glue this in, we're gonna make an eye and stick it in that guy. Now I'm gonna even out the shine by using some UV resin to kind of put it all around the eye, let it self-level, and then we can harden it with the UV flashlight. You know, this is basically the same thing the 3D printer is doing. It's all UV resin, except I'm using a flashlight instead of a big machine. And voila. A couple minutes later, perfect eyeball. I think I'm just gonna put a bunch of glue on here and kind of be like, and hope that works. Oh, I love it so much. This is so cool. Look at that, side by side. It's like exactly like your drawing.
Yep, it's just missing one thing, the light.
What? Oh, because it's an anglerfish monster. How are we gonna do the light?
I don't know. How are we gonna do the light?
Do you want me to help you?
Yes.
You helped me a ton on the painting. I will totally help you with this.
Thank you.
These were some string lights from the dollar store. I chopped off some extra, and then look, you just got a single light. What if you did something like that?
Okay.
Okay, you ready? You gotta do it.
Okay. The electronics aren't usually my thing, but I only have to solder 4 wires together, so I think I got this. I soldered, and it worked.
I told you.
Success.
As expected, Jamie's theme is amazing looking. Her idea gave me an idea, so I ordered a surprise for her. I'm gonna show her as soon as we finish these, so make sure you stick around.
This project has been so much fun. All we have left are some finishing touches, and our LABUBU makeover is complete.
my gosh, that is so cool.
I love that it lights up his face.
Yeah. My work here is done. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now I can show you what this is.
Okay.
I didn't tell you that I was gonna get this.
Okay.
But
is this a giant LABUBU?
it is. It's a massive one called a Zimomo.
Okay.
And all the problems we had was because it was so small. This one's not small, so we're gonna build the ultimate Nightmare LABUBU next.
I love it. Let's do it. If we're gonna turn this into the ultimate Nightmare LABUBU,
Zimomo,
right. I wanna model it off the king of nightmares.
He's famous for his red and green sweater. He has a claw-like glove made of knives, and he attacks you in your dreams. Or should I say nightmares?
Did you guess who it is? It is none other than Freddy Krueger, the king of nightmares. Got a bunch of reference here that I'm working off of. It's a little weird because his proportions don't match like a person, but that's okay. Having fun sculpting in all of like his wounds and stuff, so we're just gonna keep going. I found my old Freddy Krueger costume. I wore this a couple of years ago for Halloween.
Amazing. It's perfect. Okay, he needs that kind of costume.
He does.
How are we gonna make that?
The things I do for our projects.
Look, this is an old shirt that used to be our daughter's, but she's like way too big for it now. It like almost kind of fits.
Uh-huh.
Because if it does, we could make a pattern from this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Over the weird little stumpy hands. Oh, okay, that that kind of works,
That's
right?
not bad.
Yeah. Okay. Jamie took a marker and marked off like how long the shirt should be and like where the ends of the sleeves were. And then we can modify that so it'll be the perfect pattern for the Freddy Krueger shirt. Perfect fit, look at that.
That's right.
It's like it was meant to be. Okay, this is obviously way bigger than that. How many stripes can you fit?
You could fit 3 stripes.
Just 3 big stripes?
Yeah.
Otherwise we gotta cut this into a million pieces and...
And like re-sew stripes.
3 stripes is perfect.
Okay.
These scissors are amazing. I get why you don't want me to use them for anything except for fabric. They're so sharp and perfect. Since we're trying to work together on this, we're trying to help each other learn new skills, so I'm helping make the shirt. At least a lot more than I normally would. Can I try this part too?
Yes. But this is a stretchy fabric, and I put this on a stretch stitch. But when you're sewing it, don't stretch it. Just like feed it through naturally. Otherwise it'll get kind of warped.
How hard can it be? I stabbed myself with a pin. There's so many pins. What do I do now that I'm at the end of the line?
So you see the button that like has like a U-turn on it?
There's
No.
72 buttons on this
It's a
thing.
big button.
Oh, do I push it in or down?
Ooh, you going crazy there?
Okay, I did it.
What? Yeah?
I am 100% responsible for that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
No, it's,
How's he
look at that.
look?
Look at that. That's so cool. I love this.
Oh my goodness.
Since Jamie's teaching me how to sew, I also want to teach her how to start 3D printing. We're trying to 3D print the famous Freddy Krueger glove, except it's really, really small and has to fit on these stubby little fingers. First, Jamie went online and found a perfect 3D printing file for Freddy's glove that somebody made. We will link it below so you can make your own. And then Jamie was adamant about resin printing the little blades because she thought it would be a good idea to sharpen them. The prints come out okay? What are you doing? Are you sharpening the little blades?
How else is he gonna do all of his slicing
How is
if
he
he
gonna
doesn't have
stab
sharp
and
blades?
slice? Yeah, I should have known. Are you test fitting?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And they're actually sharp.
I love it.
He has a glove, right?
He does. And we could make a tiny glove, but his hand is so small. I think we could just paint the hand brown and pretend there's a glove. All we had to do was make these look like tarnished old metal with some paint, glue the blades onto the fingertips, and then everything got glued onto the hand. Hat. Needs holes for his ears. How about I will draw holes, you cut the holes.
Great.
Okay. All right, it's gonna fit. Got through there. Wait, did you get yours through?
Yeah.
We may need some more alterations here.
Hold, please.
Hat, take 2.
That's amazing.
So cute.
That is a Nightmare Momo in the making.
Why do you have a fish again?
I was thinking, what if we use the same fish animatronic we used on my LABUBU to make our Freddy slash with his little claws? My goal here is I gotta cut this open, pull some stuffing out, and there's also like a wire in there to pose his arms. Gotta cut that and make some room and stuff this in. Gotta make a little more room for it. What I wanna do is have this just live inside. There we go. Still need access to it because you gotta turn it on and off and then like be able to charge it. So it'll just live under the shirt. I'm sorry, I broke the gloves.
It's okay.
We fixed them though. Okay, he's fixed. Test time. Here we go. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Slasher. Yes. Come on, that's amazing.
Beautiful. All right, now that everything is working, the final step, painting the face. So I mixed up a custom base color. It matches pretty good. So that's what we're gonna do first.
There's just something really unsettling about Freddy Krueger. He kills his victims in their dreams, which actually kills them in real life. He's the original nightmare monster.
Before we see our final Nightmare versions, we just want to say thanks for watching and let us know in the comments what you would make yours into.
And if you want a chance at one of these extra LABUBUs, make sure to check the link below. Until next time, stay wicked.